G'day everybody, David from Aussie Gold Prospecting here again, AGP. It's been a while since I've posted a video. Quickly, I just want to talk about a couple of safety things or equipment I take with me when I'm at gold prospecting. First one is a Spot 3 satellite transceiver. So I'll just turn the camera around and show you for that one. So this here, Spot 3, as you can see. Now, I've used this several times in the past while prospecting. It is a very, very useful tool. I don't leave home without it. I don't reckon any other prospector should leave home with any sort of emergency device, even a PLB. I'll show you in a second. So this is a subscription service unit. You do have to pay for it. I've had it for about 4 years so far. The plans are quite reasonable. You can sign up for a year or a month by month, or you can do a flex plan. I'll put the information down in a link below so you guys can have a look at the site and where I've actually purchased these items from. Next one will be, it's a PLB manufactured by Ocean Signals. This is a personal locator beacon. So if you're in the poo, so to speak, you set this off and it'll go straight up to the satellites and it'll go to the emergency centre in Canberra where they monitor all the emergency signals that come through, and from that I'll send out the appropriate state or territory rescue service to come out look for you. So this is only to be used when you know you're on your last legs and you need to get out and you can't get help, or you can't help yourself, and you know it's a life-threatening situation. So 7-year battery life on this one. So yep, I've still got another 5 years on this one to go, so it's worth the $200 to $300 I spent. So, and hopefully I never get to use it. If I do get to use it, yes, I've been told they do work, and I've read up on the reviews on this from people who have actually used it. So this is another good little thing to take. Lastly, at night time, if you get out and you're running late, getting back to camp, and you happen to trip, fall, do something silly that's out of your control, and you can't move, and you have the other two items and you set that off, and you can hear people calling out for your name, this is a flare, electronic flare. So you can see the light up to a couple of kilometres away from the reviews, from what I've heard. I've got 2 batteries. They last about 8-9 hours, so they're pretty good. Now, actually, I'll just retract that. They do last a fair while, the batteries, but I don't know sure if it's 8 or 9 hours continuous. I'd have to look at the instructions and look at that. Besides that, they're things I usually take out with me when I go prospecting, even if it's daylight. You just never know when something's going to happen. For instance, yesterday when I was out down at Chiswick, I was walking over a log, not knowing the ground underneath the other side. I actually put my foot down and the ground collapsed. There was a hole actually underneath on the other side of the log. I couldn't see it because it was overgrown with grass and everything else. Luckily the log was there. I actually grabbed hold of the log, stopped me from going down, just about 3 or 4 foot hole. But if I had gone down and broken my leg, I would have been activating at least my PLB or my Spot Gen 3 to get someone to come out and give me a hand, because once you injure yourself and you've got nowhere to go and you're in a valley, you just need to get out, and there was no phone signal. So there's some items I recommend. Even if you're a backpacker or a hiker, just use them. You can't put a price on a person's life. Yeah, they might be out of pocket expenses, but at the end of the day, if you do hurt yourself and you want to get out, those things will get you out the best way they can. So, all right, enjoy. Like I said, it's been a while since I've contacted you guys, I'll put a video out. So enjoy, everybody, and I'll post a picture of the company. Actually, I think I've got a guy's card somewhere. Oh, here we go. Yep. So where I get all my stuff is from this gentleman here, from Allsat Communications. Now, Ian, I do know. Only reason I know him because I've actually worked with him a couple of times. He's a former search and rescue member for the police force. Myself, my background is over 27 years in emergency services as a rescue operator. Now, I've paid for all those items, and I don't get any kickbacks or anything like that, so that's a disclaimer. Now, I do promote safety, and it's something I'm very passionate about. Even with my kids, if they go out somewhere, it's a couple of days, if it's out in the bush or going down the Great Ocean Road, they've got to take something in case something goes wrong, because you just don't know. Even if it's not your fault, something happens and it's out of your control, you just want to get out. It's the reason for it at the end of the day is it stops a lot of people searching such a large area. A lot of resources get involved. If you're on land, you've got the volunteers, bush search and rescue volunteers, the SES, the CFA, then you've got the police and the mounted horse branches, and all that sort of stuff will come out looking for you. If you have one of these items, they can pinpoint you straight away. The time's cut down, the resources are kept back at base where they're needed for the volunteers and things like that. If you've got them, you use them only in emergencies when you really need to. It just saves a lot of time and effort of a full-scale search. If your last known whereabouts was, or where you told your family you're going, is I'm going down to this creek here, and that creek might cover 200-300 kilometres in a certain area of where you're going, but you don't tell them exactly, well, there's a couple hundred kilometres, they've got to search. But if you've got a PLB or a spot unit, and just press the button and sends a signal off, someone's got your location, they've got your coordinates, the time it's sent off, and the emergency service have got an area they can narrow down and just shoot off there and go look for you. Well, I hope it was not too much of a useless information session, but I'm passionate about safety when I go, gold prospecting. So even if it's just for a day trip, I'll still take all that stuff with me, and I have it clipped on me, because all you need to do is trip over and fall over. And look, you try to go out two up, with two people, with a bunch of friends. You've always got your friends there, but sometimes you just grab your stuff and you see a creek when you've been driving around, you go back there and you're in there for a while, and if the worst case scenario, something happens, at least you've got your PLB and your spot, and your e-flare, or electronic flare. All right, guys, I'll put a description in the bottom of the page on the companies that sell it, and you guys can do your own research and reviews. I hope it was helpful. Thank you. Bye.